it's very interesting to note that Sam Bankman-Fried, who has either committed gross negligence or outright fraud, he didn't like Bitcoin. He didn't like it. And why didn't he like it? It's decentralized, it's fully transparent, and he couldn't control it. He was trying to control the crypto world, master of the universe, business. It's a little bit like 0809. The old financial world is very opaque, not transparent. The new world that we're entering, and we do believe DeFi will actually get a boost coming out of this because it's so obvious now.
We're going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
This effort, and China has big plans for this. They intend to seed their digital yuan into the global environment by giving it away to visitors at next winter's Olympics. When they arrive at the airport, they're going to get yuan digital wallets. They're going to receive digital yuan. They're going to use it throughout their visits to Beijing, and then they're going to take it back to their home countries. They see this as a huge advantage. Why? Because who controls the underlying protocols, who controls the underlying standards of the future of money will control the future of money.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works. Because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books, Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. The New World Order book is going to show you how the world really works. And it's definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. I told you at the beginning of the year, in the first quarter of 2022, we was going to have an event that was going to bring us down. And then also in the fourth quarter, we would have an event that would bring us down. That's exactly what happened. And now I'm going to tell you, in the first quarter, we're going to have an event that's going to bring us down in 2023. And then also in the fourth quarter of 2023, we're going to have another main event. Now, of course, guys, the markets are still going to be pumping and dumping until they get ready to pull the full rug. But I'll let you know when that's about to happen. Now, also, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 kids books. It's time to get re-educated. And also, much love to those who've donated to the Cash Shop and Patreon. And in my Patreon, I keep you up to date with the New World Order events. Also, I give you the New World Order cryptos in the Patreon. Of course, you have to do your own research. But this next bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure that you have the cryptos that have utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now, we have Bitcoin and crypto slightly down. And guys, we know we're going to be in for an entertaining week. And we already have the FUD coming out. We have Reuters says that the DOJ may go after Binance. And guys, if they go after Binance, they definitely should be going after the bank man. But we know this is all a distraction for this big week. So guys, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates, which were down, but now they are flat right now. But guys, just imagine if yield rates were at 5% at the 10-year, we would be down another 20%, and stocks and cryptos are even more. And then on top of it, we can look at the yield curve. Guys, there's definitely going to be a big crash around the corner. And I'm talking about only a few months away. And then also, guys, we have the dollar, which is losing the strength. We have volume, we have Tether, we have USDC. And then, of course, we have the Fed. Repo still over $2 trillion. Going to be raising rates this week in a couple days, another 50 basis points. And we had Janet Yellen on 60 Minutes again. I'm not going to play that video because, of course, they're going to flag it. But Janet Yellen is another person that has lost all credibility. We know Janet Yellen and Gary Gensler were the chess pieces for the NWO, so then therefore they can push in the fourth industrial revolution. But Gary Gensler and Janet Yellen has already lost credibility. And 60 Minutes made it seem like she was doing a great job and stated she's going to do everything from preventing us from going into a recession. But guys, we know she's the person who helped cause the recession that's coming up. And guys, we're going into a great depression. We're already in a recession. But guys, we have plenty of distractions going on this week. So no one will be looking at the Fed. We know the masses is easy for them to be distracted because everybody's going to be paying attention to this FTX hearing, CPI data. And now we have Trump back in the picture. We have Elon on Twitter. There are plenty of distractions set up by the NWO. So therefore, people don't pay attention to the things that really matter. And that's the economy. Like Mike Novogratz stated, a lot of people are already fired. They just don't know it yet. And guys, we know 2023 and 2024 are going to be some of the worst times in American history. And like all great empires, the American empire, 100 years from now, someone doing history is going to wonder why we crumbled. And that's the reason why I wrote my book. So then therefore, you'll be able to notice the hidden hand and see how America and the Western nations fell for the devil's tricks. But guys, over these next few years, make sure you stay in the lab. You want to be on the right side of history because we know the NWO is going to set up a mass distraction. Another crisis is right around the corner. So then therefore, they can bring in the fourth industrial revolution. Whether robots, algorithms, and drones take over the economy, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep go inside the metaverse. And remember, the Cryptoteacher told you, and he wrote about it a long time ago. Now, guys, don't forget about Grayscale at $15.2 billion, and we know that movie is going to start up also. But getting over into a little crypto news, we have the U.S. Senator Tom Emmer calls on SEC Gary Gensler to answer for regulatory failures. And guys, we know Gary Gensler is very smart, has worked for several presidents. He's just a chess piece in order to kick the can down the road for regulation. Now it's time to bring in regulation, and he will look like a hero once the NWO is done. We know how this is played. We've seen this movie before. Now we have Ark Invest CEO Cathie Woods says Sam Bankman-Fried didn't like decentralized Bitcoin. But guys, we know that Cathie Woods, this whole Sam Bankman-Fried is all about the Hegelian dialectic in order to bring in this new system, in order to bring in the fourth industrial revolution, because that's all she's invested in. And we know Sam Bankman-Fried was really working on derivatives, something that they're not talking about. And we know once they're able to put this $100 trillion market on blockchain and an algorithm runs it, it would change how we live. And then also we have Ark Invest adds Coinbase stock again, 78,000 shares. Now we have crypto payment app Moonpay gains UK regulator registration. And we see Moonpay moving right along in this digital transformation. And lastly, guys, we have a Supreme Court could kill Facebook and other social media apps and the rise of blockchain. And guys, they're talking about the ruling on the Section 230. But guys, we know social media is going to be on blockchain anyway. And we see Facebook, Twitter moving in that direction. Remember, guys, the fourth industrial revolution is not going to be here overnight. It's going to take time. But over these next 2 to 3 years, we're going to start seeing the transformation because we're going to start seeing the end of this legacy market. And what controls the legacy market? That's right, the American dollar. And that's also going to be ending. And we're going to see the rise of the digital yuan backed by that digital SDR. While America the Babylon falls, China the dragon rises. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, and he wrote about it a long time ago because he knew when it came to the New World Order, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, if new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance, and not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread it everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chips out, your banking, your gaming. Where everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, to see where the biotech stocks, and where everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money. What they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID 33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.